Yeah, so okay. So we just had a countdown on the video, and I was like here feeling sneaky, being like, I know that the number one you're going to do. I could tell when it got to three that you were focusing on one special finger. And then I was like, oh, well, sucked in because it's going to make the video. But it didn't because it doesn't start recording until the one is over.
I didn't know I was going to do that until the two was on. So you read my mind. Well done. Maybe you told me to do it. I did. It's a psychic day, legit. Sarah, reception at work, asked me, guess what I was listening to in the car today?
Oh.
And I said, I just made a ridiculous guess. I said, Ringo Starr Solo. And she said, no, but I was listening to a song called Ringo.
Whoa.
Do I have some sort of psychic ability or what?
We know you have psychic ability because it's not just your taste in music, right? So it's like I've gotten on to you, Chris Holland. You say, yeah, I find these artists when they've got 2 listens and then they become billionaires. And I'm like, yeah, right, that's not true. You don't have good taste, you're just psychic.
And this someone could explain to me how that works and what I could do with it, then that would be awesome. Thank you.
You started that process. Your friend Hanson started that process with you and you just gave up because you didn't want the psychic ability.
All right, I better work on it then.
Work on it, please. I have weird psychic stuff. I call it spidey senses, but I will say my nan was psychic and she would have visions and she would do spirit writing and lots of things. And I have this spidey senses when it comes to engagements, pregnancies, and births. And I know that they're quite specific, and people are in a pretty set phase of their life to have either one of those things happen, right? So I do have the advantage. But before I had friends getting engaged, I had a good friend who was not with this guy very long, didn't really have any signs of wanting to get married. And then I had a dream that she got engaged, and I woke up that day and I was I wrote it down. Sure enough, she got engaged that day. And we were young, we were 21. No one else was getting engaged at that point. That was unusual, and that was the first.
Welcome to Doug by Us. This is a podcast where we discuss new released music, and ideally it's about 10-ish minutes, and we just talk about a new song each. We've finally started. This is great.
I forget where the friendship conversation stops and the show starts. We've snoozed, but it's fine. We own it. We are the rule books. I am going to get right into it. Christopher Holland. Whoa. Last step.
I don't even know what I did last episode. I'm looking it up now.
You brought in this artist. You said artist, but it's an act called Bob Vylan. Vylan.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. Wow. Okay. So freaking cool. Possibly high rotation. If Bob Vylan is not in my top on whatever Wrapped for the end of the year, I will be surprised, because the amount that I've been listening to this artist since the last episode is more than I've consumed any artist this year. It's so freaking cool. I actually messaged my uncle today, who has really great music taste and has often influenced me in music. And I said to him, it is all of your musical influences from the late 80s to now, because it's that Beastie Boys badassness, right? It's that Beastie Boys beat with the kind of ruckus, but then it's got that modern, kind of UK hip hop, which is huge right now. But then it's fun, and then it kind of gets soft, and then it gets inspiring, and it's political, and it's chill, and it's hard, and it's everything. It just is your favorite podcast, but in music, right? So all those people that are going, I don't listen to music anymore, I just listen to podcasts. Hey, by the way, thank you. But this is the sort of music for you because it has everything you need. It's amazing. Bob Dylan is sick and cool and great. Yep. Blow the horn of excitement.
Done. There you go. What
now do you
more
remember?
else needs to be said?
Nothing.
Bob Dylan. Get around it. Done. Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Oh yeah. Okay. By the way, yeah, that was the name of the track. Listen. If you think that the track is finishing and it's just gone into something different, it is not. It is just that good. It has just got that much good vibe in it. Cool. I brought in an artist that we love that I brought in recently. Recently, meaning I've brought in before. Everything is beautiful. Hiatus Coyote, Melbourne Darlings, made it big. Good on them.
Yeah, like Grammy nominated. They're amazing. And the mainstream here would have no idea who they are still. But they're about to play Hamer Hall with a symphony orchestra. So bless them. They're nailing it. What the things that make them special and unique and awesome are also kind of the things I wish they would, on one hand, I wish they would do less of so they could belong in a more normal world. But then that would take away some of the coolness of why they are so cool. So just do what you do. Napalm is a legend. They're all very, very clever. It's beautiful music for dreaming to.
And that's exactly what I needed. I needed just some dream music, of which yours is dreamy in a different way and chaotic like a dream. Like you wake up and you go, there was a man in a hat with a purple scarf and none of it makes sense. That's what Bob Dylan's tracks were. So we're in a dreamy vibe. It's been a while. You did text me maybe 20 minutes ago to say, do we bring in 2 tracks? And let's just do it. Why not?
Bad that we haven't been doing as much, but that's, that's our lives. But should we get 2 songs each this time? Just go boom.
Stuff it. Yeah.
Give everyone some homework.
Yeah.
Right. I'll keep the dream state going. And just to be weird and me, it's something you'll like, don't worry. But it is also very weird and me because I'm bringing in like a 5-minute instrumental piece. It's a rock. It's nearly kind of sounds metalish. It's rock. But it's do you know the band Sleep Makes Waves?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can get your imagination going with this if you want to keep doing it. It just sounds completely different. So Sleep Makes Waves. The song is called Super Realm Park. And yeah, it's a bit of a journey, but it's very clever and lovely piece of music.
Like roller coaster soundtrack?
No, roller coaster soundtrack.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
You know when you're on have you ever ridden on a roller coaster, Chris?
Yeah, and I was terrified not listening.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
Roller coaster man, safe boy.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a roller coaster gal, and there's always that soundtrack, where it's like, it takes you through the motions where you feel you're safe, and then all of a sudden it's like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh, I'm having the best time ever. This is great. Hang on, I'm safe again. That's
okay. Sounds good.
Does it sound like Sleep Make Waves? Makes sleep.
Maybe. Give it a go. No, I'm going to say no more about it.
Okay.
We're going to fire it through and get 4 songs out of this episode.
Okay. Now, do you want the song I've been sitting on for a couple of weeks, or do you want the one that I literally just was like, when you messaged me, I said, sure, I'm bringing this song in?
This is why we need 2. So go the long one, the old one first.
Okay. This artist needs no introduction. This artist needs no promotion. This artist doesn't even need to make an announcement that they are bringing out a new album. They just have to drop it on socials, on the music platforms, whilst the Super Bowl is happening. Yeah. And they still don't break the internet. I am talking about the Queen Bee Beyonce. And look, I'm a big...
It doesn't need any more help. It doesn't.
It doesn't. Incredible. But it's like, I don't... And this is me purely talking from me loving this song. I'm not I'm Beyonce adjacent. I'm not a huge Beyonce fan. Will I see her in concert next to her? Probably. Yeah, I'm curious. I loved Lemonade. I like bits, but I don't die for Queen Bee, right? I'm not going to take a bullet for her, but I do really like her. She is releasing a country album, so that's probably going to get me over the line. And of course it did. So she dropped two tracks. She dropped two tracks last week. The song that I'm bringing in is one that has just been in my head since I first heard it. It is the earworm of the year. It is called Texas Hold'em, all caps, and it is what you expect it would be. It is Beyonce doing country music, which we have had a taste of previously with her work with Jack White and someone else I can't remember, but she's country. She's got it in her bones, and it sounds incredible. Huge news as well that just dropped is that she's actually today that she's the first Black woman to top the Billboard country music charts with that song. So it is history making. It deserves it. It is just, it's catchy. Like I can't get it out of my head, and it's the smoothness of Beyonce.
It's super fun. Like I work for a pop radio station right now. This song is everywhere and will be everywhere, and don't know how long it'll last. The question is whether after 2 months people get sick of it or not, or whether it becomes the number one song of the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
So much fun.
Right? And like I can see people making up their own, like, I mean, there's TikTok dances happening to this that will keep this song growing as more kids as well. Like it is that fun kind of like, it's really fun. The record itself, it's like the Renaissance Part 2. Like, so there's actually going to be kind of different genres that she's exploring this year, and the country album is out in a month, and it's going to be cool. That's me.
All right.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
My second song.
Okay.
Which I've got options where I can pivot, but the one I'm going to choose now, I'm only going to choose it if you don't know it exists yet.
Okay.
If you know it's Texas Hold'em adjacent. If you know, then I'm not going to do it. I think you do know.
My next song is also a big artist, and it's also country.
One big artist?
Two big artists.
You can have that. Actually, you go now. Go now.
Are we talking about Mr. Worldwide?
I'm talking about Mr. Worldwide, who also says Dolly. And then when he says Dolly, he goes, Dolly. Ha ha ha. I know. So it's like Mr. Worldwide, if you don't know, if you're not speaking a language, also known as PITBULL, I've always been Team PITBULL, right? Like, I think that he has got something good going on. I love the artists he works with. I love the music he makes. And on Monday, so I, being a big Dolly Parton fan, was instantly served this song. No surprises there. The surprise in it is the fact that I actually really liked it, because as much as I love Dolly, I don't love all of her collaborations, because she does a lot, particularly lately, right? But I did find myself in the kitchen making dinner, and then, like, my husband walks in, Gordon walks in, he's just like, oh, okay. I'm like, yes, I'm listening to PITBULL radio, and please leave it on. Like, I'm like, don't judge me. And I was having the best time. It's hilarious. The song itself, it's called Powerful Women. It's PITBULL and Dolly Parton, and it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous because PITBULL is just expressing his love for powerful women, and he's got Dolly Parton helping him with this story. He shouts out to his mom. Like, he is so wholesome. I just love PITBULL. He is so sweet, and I hope that he is happy, and I hope that he has everything he wants, because he just seems like a good bloke that deserves it. Yep, that's it. At least for this 3 minutes, for the money, he's being a good bloke. It's could be a cynical move.
Don't cancel PITBULL.
I'm not cancelling PITBULL. I'm just saying he might be only wholesome for 3 minutes. I don't know. But yeah, it's in conjunction with Daytona 500 or something for some reason.
Yeah, it's got some sort of, I don't know why, but maybe we're going to see a race car with Pitbull and Dolly's face on the bonnet. That would be cool. Okay. Is Daytona's a real race, or is it a game only?
It's a game based on a real place.
Okay, cool. Okay.
It's a real racing event. It's like play AFL Grand Final on PlayStation. It's a thing.
Yeah. Cool. I like that. Sorry, I just needed to make sure.
All right. So you've brought in Beyonce. You brought in the #1 Billboard country song and Dolly Parton in the same episode, and they're not the same song.
Yeah. And now I'm going to go do my grocery shopping at Coles. I'm a big fat sellout.
With your belt buckle on?
Belt buckle on? What did I miss?
You haven't gone full country yet. Get in the costume, mate.
Oh, okay.
Take your tassels with you.
Yeah, take my RM Williams, whatever. What are you digging this week, Christopher?
Oh, well, a lot. There's, we're playing catch up on a lot of stuff, and I could have chosen that song, but no, another brand new one that at the time of recording, Australian radio hasn't jumped on yet. I mean, my station has, because here I am talking about it to you, but there's a guy named Benson Boone, not related to David Boone, the cricketer. There's an E on the end of this Boone. 21-year-old, signed to the record label of Imagine Dragons. So I don't know, positive or not. But there's a song called Beautiful Things, and first minute or so, for the first time you hear it, sounds kind of nice, feels a bit like a Dean Lewis thing. All right, cool, good on you. But when this kicks off into its chorus and builds, and you feel a heartbreak, and it's not really heartbreak. He loves her and then says, don't take this away from me. It is just whoosh. Like, this song is amazing, and then each time you hear it after that, it's right in your head. It will be a complete smash hit, and you'll be hearing it on the radio just next to Beyonce Texas Hold'em 1,000,000 times. But Benson and Boone, Beautiful Things. It could be. It could be. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know if this Pitbull Dolly Parton thing is going to take off on Australian radio. It could. I hope it does.
I don't know. It's fun. Look, it's definitely taking off somewhere, but maybe not here. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good to see your face. Thanks for listening. I have had a couple of messages lately, which has been pretty cool and pretty sweet. I love getting messages. But I do want to shout out, because my friend who has a baby said that their baby will only go to sleep listening to The Last Dinner Party. And I just need to appreciate that fact.
The angelic, beautiful harmonies.
So that's it. She's a future. It's like when we die, I feel that this baby could possibly take our place and keep Doug by us running, just like the Wiggles.
Okay.
Great. That's all, because that's what the world needs. Have a great week. Good to see your face. Go do your homework. Listen to 4 banging tracks. Take care.